All right, Ahchyam, I just want to say all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and double honors to our elders and apostles that rule well in sincerity and in truth, and much blessings to all you Ahchyam across the corners of the earth pushing this truth, man. Just back again, trying to stay, pushing in this truth. We all dealing with different demons each day. But I just want to get into this video, because it's kind of been some stuff that I've been dealing with. So I was gonna start off with Luke 14 and 26, and how I said, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life, also he cannot be my disciple. So, pretty much what Yahweh Shai is saying, like you gotta put this first. I'm saying this. Once you come into this truth, this becomes your family. I'm saying the brothers around you, those are the apostles, the elders. These are the people that are also like-minded. These are your family. They become your family. So this is who you really gotta show love to, and as the scripture as it said here, also even your own life, man. That old life that you had back in the world, the way you used to live, the way you conducted, your affairs or your business, or you dealt with different people. It's a whole different world coming into this truth. Okay, so you gotta shed that away, man. You gotta pretty much give that up, so to speak. And I know for a lot of times brothers have to deal with that. Family members coming at you and constantly trying to pull you away from the truth. Okay, so now I get the second scripture is staying in Luke, it's 21. Start from 15. It says, "For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay or resist." So once you stay, close within your new family now, and you start building up, even though they're gonna keep talking shit towards you, once you start, keep dropping this truth, they're not gonna be able to gainsay. Ain't no shit for them to say, and as these prophecies start to continuously, come to pass, they're not gonna be able to say nothing. Okay, 16. "And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolks and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death." Yeah, because that time is coming, man. It's coming where your so-called friends and keep it a buck. Your mom, your dad, your cousins. You gotta look at them as your enemies, because when that day does come, man, they're not gonna protect you, because they lack faith. Okay, they weren't given that gift to have faith that they're gonna be saved, and they might just be part of the 2/3, but they're gonna give you up, man. Somebody come banging on the door, or in your mom's house, hey, with a bunch of guns at 2 a.m. in the morning, she's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, he's into this Israelite thing, he lives over here, and I told him not to do that, and please, just and gonna give you up." And a lot of us gonna have to come to that realization that our families and our so-called close friends in the world, man, are will become our enemies. Okay, 17. "And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake." And that's exactly what's happening, man. That's why all these scoffers are out there making all these videos talking shit about the man of the Lord. Even like Christians, they're making videos talking about Israelites exposed, and basically trying to pretty much denounce the word of the Most High. And that's all they're doing, because they don't know us. All we're doing is pushing this word, and this is what it's going to bring to us. We're going to be hated for this, and we already are hated for this. Okay, so that doesn't mean that you stray, and that you pretty much bitch up, man, you stick to that course. You keep pushing the word, and the Most High. You have faith that the Most High is gonna protect you. So and that's what you're supposed to do. This is now Matthew 10:35. He says, "For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foe shall be they of his own household." So that's I mean, you can't really, ain't much to break down there, man. The Most High is gonna create that division between you, and I can tell you that happened to me, in a huge way. I don't speak to any of my siblings other than my brother from time to time. My text, we rarely talk on the phone, but in terms of my sisters, they're demons, man. My mom, what I'm saying, she's a big demon too, and she, I pray that the Most High, maybe snap them out of that, and they see that all I'm doing is pushing the word of Yahweh Ahchyam Yahushai. But in the meantime, that's not for me to get hung up over that, man. If that's their lot, man, so be it. I gotta keep pushing. But this is what the scripture is saying. Our foes are gonna be of our own household, man. And a lot of brothers probably deal with that. So I'm just talking from my experiences. Like my mom goes around this talking shit, man. There's a whole bunch of shit, and she can't back it up. But hey, man, if it's the Most High will, she's gonna snap all of that, like I said, man, and and maybe wake up, but who knows, man? That ain't up to me. I get my next scripture, which is here in Sirach 6 and brothers, 6 and 13. It says, "Separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends." Yeah, man, because a lot of us got so-called friends, man, and come on, man, Jake ain't about nothing righteous for the most part. Jake's, what is their reference point? For the most part, man, it's plantation Christianity, or it's a lot of Jake into being Muslims, or just being a real nigga, and some Jake are so-called conscious, but their consciousness is based on really bullshit. Honestly, when Jake says a lot of things that might sound good, but when being man of the Lord, man, I pray that we are, and I believe that we diligent, man. We're prudent. We go into it, like, so even if someone says something, because we just want to know the truth, we're gonna look into it, and and if you look in and you realize what you thought was right was wrong, man, as man of the Lord, hey, boom, you change to the right. You don't stick and be a hard-headed nigga and just stick with tradition like these niggas do, man. So the scripture said, "Separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends." And if you notice, there's a recurring thing here. The scripture is referring to those people that you were friends with in the world as your enemies, because that's what they're gonna really become in that day. And right now, that's what they are. You really shouldn't be hanging with a lot of like niggas in the world and shit, man. You should, really try to stay away from that. 14, it said, "A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that had found such, and one had found a treasure." And the treasure that we found, man, is men that are the same mind as us, man. Men that are humble, that give praise to Yahweh Ahchyam Yahushai, men that have a certain level of wisdom and understanding, a certain level of fear for the Lord, because most of these people out here, they just don't have the fear of the Lord in them, man. That's because they don't see the works of the Lord. But if you spiritual, you're gonna see the works of the Lord, man. You're gonna see times are like flying past. Like this yesterday, I was talking to the brother Yardan. I'm like, yo, for the brothers who pay attention to like soccer, as they call it over here, but football, the World Cup is already next year, man. It's like, damn, like the World Cup is every 4 years, and now it seems as though it's like every 2 years. So the times are speeding up, You see all the chaos that's going on around the earth. So And plus within fellowship, or within brothers, man, we see certain things, man, that make the spirit of the Lord is true. Okay. And just coming out of this very high spiritual day, man, the Passover, man, we seen a lot of different spirits, man. So all this, shows you, man, these are the men and the people you're supposed to be around now, man, brothers that can help continuously build you up. Because them people in the world, man, they not about shit, man. They just living to die, for the most part. Okay, so it's another scripture here. It's Sirach, and I'm in 13 and 17. It says, "What fellowship had the wolf with the lamb?" Exactly. We're not supposed to be fellowshipping, chilling with wolves, man. We're sheep. Okay, and some of us are baby sheep, so we need even more protection and more guidance. So you're not supposed to be hanging with wolves, man. A wolf is gonna devour you. Okay, what fellowship had the wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly. Yeah, you see how the scriptures is beautiful, man, and pretty much, when you a little here, a little there, and you really put things together, man, it shows you exactly what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to live. So it's saying here, like I just said, we're not supposed to be amongst all these wolves out there in the world, man. Pick your company very carefully. For the most part, try to always include a brother in whatever you might be doing or might be venturing out into the world, because we shouldn't be around these people. Are sinners, man. A lot of Jake, they're into everything that this world accepts. One of the main things being homosexuality and Queen of Heaven spirit. Jake, as well as all the fucking, not just the come on Jake, but all these fucking heathens, man. My French, man, they into all types of bullshit. They eat all types of abominable foods. They practice all type of different stupid holidays. Like the other day was St. Patrick's Day and all types of shit. And on these days, man, this world goes into like it's like a wicked frenzy, so to speak. They take part in all types of different, takes all type of different drugs and all types of shit. So we gotta be careful, who we hang around out there, man. Salakio. I'm taking us in 17 and I'm still like 13 and 17, and I'm go to 18 now. It says, "What agreement is there between the hyena and a dog, and what peace between the rich and the poor? As the wild ass is the lion's prey in the wilderness, so the rich eat up the poor." And I mean, we live here in Babylon, man, and we know that's what it is, man. It's a huge difference between like really rich people and and poor people. You don't see most of the people that be doing like good things for the homeless and stuff around, man. It's regular Jake on the street giving them a little money here and there. You don't see no really rich people driving down to the ghettos handing out food or money or clothes and stuff like that. For the most part, you might see some fucking dope dealer Jake trying to do that, but then again, at the same time, he's selling his brother's dope on the corner. So it's just complete confusion, man. So like I said, I just wanted to get that out real quick, man. For brothers, man, just stay focused, man. Be aware that these people in the world are our enemies, and even your family, the ones that may have been closest to you, man, they still gotta be considered enemies, man, because they're not walking in the spirit of Yahweh Ahchyam Yahushai. So once again, brothers, I just like to say Shalom, and all praises to Yahweh Ahchyam Yahushai, and Shalom. Keep pushing, Ahchyam.